I've come on a journey of 5 days across the United States, beginning in Pennsylvania and ending in California, to talk about the conservation of our resources. I was reminded when I read my itinerary of a poem by Stephen Vincent Benet called American Names. And he started it off, I've fallen in love with American names, the sharp, gaunt names that never get fat, the snakeskin title of mining claims, the plume war bonnet of Medicine Hat, Tucson and Deadwood and Lost Mule Flat.
The names were Las Vegas and Whiskey Town and Tacoma, Salt Lake City, Hanford, Great Falls and Billings, Laramie and Cheyenne, Grand Forks and Duluth and Ashland. Here are some of the remarks he made at Las Vegas and at other places on his tour.
I came on this trip to see the United States, and I can assure you that there is nothing more encouraging for any of us who work in Washington than to have a chance to fly across this United States and drive through it and see what a great country it is and come to understand somewhat better how this country has been able for so many years to carry so many burdens in so many parts of the world. The primary reason for my trip was conservation, and I include in conservation first our human resources and then our natural resources. Do you know how much of the Atlantic coast is available for public use and purposes? About 8%. 92% of the whole Atlantic coast, and the figures are the same for the Pacific, are held, in the most part, by comparatively few people. And unless we now, before it's too late, take these areas of the country, which offer the maximum for recreation for all of our people, unless we set them aside now, it will be too late. There isn't very much that you can do today that will materially alter your life in the next 3 or 4 years in the field of conservation. But you can build for the future. You can build for the 70s, as those who went ahead of us built for us in this great dam and lake that I flew over today. Our task, the task of propelling a third wave of conservation in the United States, following that of Theodore Roosevelt and of Franklin Roosevelt, is to make science the servant of conservation and to devise new programs of land stewardship that will enable us to preserve this green environment, which means so much to all of us.